Hi there, MoonClerk users. This is Rick with Simple Group Consultants. And I'm going to show you today how to integrate your MoonClerk forms onto a SquareSpace site. So to start out, within MoonClerk, we're going to need to create a form. So from your dashboard, you can do that. You're going to need to go through and fill out all the information required. I've actually already got one ready that we're going to use. It's one that I'm going to put on my Intravalley Tech site for an annual service plan that includes a certain number of hours at discounted rates for the services that the site provides. So we're going to save and finish. So here you can see a summary of what you've created. Click on Use to go and find a link, to place a link on your site, to embed the payment form in your site, to create a button on your website. We're going to use the embed payment form. So we're just going to go ahead and copy this and go to our Intravalley Tech website. So here, this is a site for some friends of mine that do IT services in an area here in Utah, and we want to embed this annual plans option into their site. So I've already created a page for annual plans. We're going to put a link down here as well later. Here in the annual plans, you see we don't have any information yet. We go to edit the page. And to get started, we're going to go to Add Block. We're going to scroll down and click on Code. So here it has the standard Hello World message. So we're going to paste our code into there that we have and hit Save. Now this has JavaScript in it, so it's only going to be visible on the front end of our site. So if we hit Save and Publish and go and view the page, we can see that the annual service plan that we created is here on our site. So with all the different options, with the custom forms here for the address and phone number of the business, and they can go in and complete the payment here on our site without ever having to leave. I've decided to do a little bit of formatting on the form so that it matches up a little bit more with the style of my SquareSpace site. I did that by going into my settings here, seeing which colors I was using, and going into themes. I created one called Intravalley Tech, and I enabled custom colors, and I went through and changed the color settings here to match my form. And once you save and finish, you can go back to your forms, click on the one that you've created, hit Edit, scroll down to the bottom, and you can choose the theme that you've created, which for this one is Intravalley Tech. And then you save and finish, and you want to copy and paste your embed form again. Go into the Intravalley Tech page here, double click on your form area, select it all, and paste over it again so that it has the new form saved to your site. So that's how you integrate a MoonClerk form into your SquareSpace site. Now I also want to talk a little bit about embedding buttons onto your site. So here on the form for my annual service plan, I can select what type of button I want to put on my site, whether it be a subscribe button for, say, like a membership or a recurring fee, payment type, a donate button, or a buy now. So let's do a buy now because my product isn't recurring. You can see the style of the button right there. And if we just copy that, go back to the payment, and I said I wanted to put a link right here, but let's go ahead and put a button just right there on the front page. This is an index page, so we have to edit it from the front. So we're going to add some code. Copy and paste the button in. I'm going to save that. I want that to be right here, and I want it to be centered. So we're going to add these center tags. Remember to close it out. We'll save that. We can see that switches it right to the center. That's how you integrate one of the buttons. So again, you can choose what type of button you want, the subscribe, donate, or buy now, depending on what kind of product or service you're providing, or maybe it's a charity, or you provide content on a regular basis and you want people to donate to your site in order to continue to produce that content for them. So we're going to make sure this is saved, and there we are. So we have that buy now button there on our site.